Guys, I really do hope that you enjoy this movie review. I worked extremely hard on this one. When it was all said and done, I believe I had over 5 hours put into this video. Um, Dances with Wolves is absolutely gorgeous. It takes you on an emotional journey from start to finish. It has an absolutely phenomenal soundtrack, and the way that it was filmed is nothing short of stellar. And when you put those things together, I mean, you have a movie that's timeless. And I mean, those two things should always go well together. Uh, the way that a film was shot and a soundtrack, I mean, it's just priceless. The cinematography in this movie is absolutely gorgeous. They do not make movies like this anymore. That's one of the reasons that films like Star Wars, Lawrence of Arabia, this one, Saving Private Ryan, a lot of those movies, though, those were done before CGI was even a thing. And I mean, the way that a movie is shot is just one tiny grain of rice. But I mean, it takes a very big role when it comes to how a movie is received by the critics and by the people who watch it. I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you take a load off, get yourself something to drink, sit down and watch it. And thanks for watching. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another movie review on your boys channel. And today we're going to be going back in time to 1990, Dances with Wolves. Dances with Wolves was up against some extremely tough competition the year that it came out. I mean, you got Predator 2, Edward Scissorhands, Misery, and Total Recall, It with Tim Curry, which is an amazing movie, by the way. And I mean, it still managed to stomp them all and win an Oscar.
And the Oscar goes to Dances with Wolves, Jim Wilson and Kevin Costner, producers.
I didn't drink any water. It was smart. I would like to thank the Academy members for the culmination of what has been one incredible dance for me over the past 4 years, and all of us. To a cast and crew who never said never, you can't do it. To Orion Pictures and Majestic Films International for their never-ending support on a film that was difficult. To our staff at TIG Productions, to my wife, Teresa, my family and friends who kept me honest through all this, and to the Native American nation throughout this wonderful country. Whose drum continues to beat and will beat forever. And to my two best friends, Kevin Costner and Michael Blake, allow me to participate in this. Thank you.
I just want to say that it's very easy for people to trivialize what we do sometimes, and they do it in ways of saying, well, if it's such a big deal, how come nobody remembers who last year won the Oscar? And I've got a real flash for you. I will never forget what happened here tonight. My family will never forget what happened here. My Native American brothers and sisters across the country, especially the Dakota Sioux, will never forget. People I went to school with will never forget. Dances with Wolves won this year, and while it's not as important as the rest of the world situation where it sits, it will always be important to us, and we thank you for this.
That dazzling woman that was reading off the nomination, if you do not know, was the stunning Barbra Streisand. And she is most definitely not hard on the eyes. Absolutely gorgeous woman, even still to this day. Dance with Wolves has been out for over 30 years. So, and if you don't know, it's an enormous success. And because of how honored the Native Americans were, especially that of the Sioux Nation, they made Kevin Costner an honorary member. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this buffalo hunt. I mean, because it's just absolutely massive. And as you should know, the bison, it's a pretty extremely large animal. As was the production scene for the entire scene. Now, look, I know what you're all thinking, right? Just how big was it? Well, I got a list for you. You want to hear it? And even if you don't, it's too bad because I'm going to give it to you anyway. The buffalo scene involved a helicopter, over 5 pickup trucks, more than 100 extras, 7 cameras, 20 professional livestock workers, and an insane amount of patience. And I mean, come on, you've got to have patience because the buffalo scene that took more than 8 days to film. And only one take a day could be done for the buffalo hunting scene because the buffaloes, they would have this tendency to run just a little short distance of over 7 miles. And it would take the professional livestock workers all friggin' day to round them back up. Something else that I think is going to really help you guys sleep better tonight is the liver that's being handed from Wind in His Hair to our boy Kevin Costner. It's actually frozen cranberry jello. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, come on. They wouldn't give you a raw liver to eat on set, would they? I want to talk a minute about Wind in His Hair, and he is portrayed by Rodney A. Grant, and that beautiful glistening hair that you see on him the duration of the film, that's actually his hair. Like, it wasn't a wig or hair extensions or anything. And I know, that kind of may be a whatever thing to the viewers, but I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, Native Americans, I mean, not only are they just a noble people, but they have very, very beautiful features on them, especially their hair. So I thought that was definitely worth mentioning. And Wind in His Hair is actually my favorite character in the entire movie. You really, really see him develop as the movie progresses, and his relationship with Dancing with Wolves gets stronger as the film progresses and comes closer and closer to an end. And it's also worth mentioning that Wind in His Hair has one of the very last lines of dialogue in the film. So that's definitely saying something. So I wanted to throw that in there. So, like I said, Dances with Fools, it came out well over 30 years ago, and I mean, that to me is not a very long time ago. I mean, that seems like it was yesterday. Like, I just don't think that was a long time ago. I mean, in the grand scheme of things. But it was released in the theaters on November 21st, 1990. It had a budget of 22 million. So, funny thing about the budget, Kevin Costner actually put a little bit of his own money into the film because the film company that was doing the film at the time, they were like, hey, you've already exceeded the money that we gave you, and we really can't give you any more, so either do with what you've been given or tough. And he was like, no. He's like, and he digged into his own pockets and gave more money to the film. Worldwide gross, are you ready for this? The worldwide gross was $424 million on a $22 million budget. So guys, as we come towards the end of this video, I really want to show you some of my favorite parts of the movie. You really need to understand this time in history in order to get a better understanding for the film. I mean, anybody can put in a movie and watch it, but it's one thing to understand it, and it's also a completely different thing to appreciate it. I mean, I have no words worthy enough to describe how much I love the power of cinema, and it is just absolutely indescribable. But this movie is definitely on one of those that you must see before you die. It's not my all-time favorite movie. That honor goes to the film Gladiator that was directed by Ridley Scott. But the following is some of my favorite parts of the movie, Dances with Wolves.
Tona au kate kihe. Slo yaya ya chinyelo. Kola lila ota. Au kate lo ota.
How many?
Like the stars. We chompi. We chompi. Lakota ki tanta hampi. Nihimi chielo.
Matowik chamana. Mukia kapo.
Kita makoche kiletue. Ka iu hachimpi. Na o yuk chashiche. Wo I chunki lena wa kan I jino kihi. Ni wa kile I chuhan wa shichu kihipi. To hata ki o wakwala. O ganaya o wa oye. Le toki ataya I won't go capitelo. Toshkeki. I chumpi chanka heche. Chichi pazo pictelo. Uchaya kelo. Wasichu ki auelo. Hihaneki. Unkiga capitelo.
How far you make the fort?
Far. How far?
40, 50 mile maybe. What's the big hurry on Sedgwick?
It's gonna be my post. My home.
You ain't hard to please, I'll give you that much. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Look yonder. What you got there? Somebody back east is saying, why don't he write? Tree, you stupid bastard. Why are you writing? Easy, Charlie. Easy,
Alright guys, and that's going to about wrap up this video. Thanks for sticking around this long, if you did in the video. Other movies that I really think that you guys would enjoy if you watched Dances with Wolves already, or if you watched this video and then decided to go and watch Dances with Wolves and you're like, hey, this guy, like, he knows what he's talking about. Other movies that I think you guys would really enjoy is Last of the Mohicans, Tombstone, Django Unchained. Also, might want to check out The Alamo if you have that as well. That's a pretty good movie. I also recommend that you check out The Outlaw Josie Wales, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the list that I have. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, share this video, comment. What was your favorite part of Dance with Wolves? Let me know down in the comments below. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Please rewind this cassette before returning it to your video library.